Alright. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I believe that we are now encoding frames. I welcome you all to the 5th live stream for my Wind Waker live stream series, yes. Anyway, so it's been like 2 weeks since I last recorded anything, so that's a thing that exists. Hopefully it's not too dark, because there's not too much natural lighting, but once again, it doesn't seem like anything crazy is going on behind me in terms of the green screen, so we should be good in, well, as far as that's concerned. I'm going to get a few things set up here. Unfortunately, I did have a false start. It was a 13-minute long false start, because things were just not going too well when it comes to the background noise that I was having to deal with and all of this stuff, but it should be all good now. We should be ready to actually do a live stream here. In terms of how long this is going to go for, I'm not too sure. Probably only maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. Really not too sure, but we will have to see. It does depend on who ends up tuning in during the live stream here, because it is worth mentioning that I am streaming a lot earlier than I would even if all the times hadn't shifted around the world with daylight savings either starting or ending, depending on, you know, where you are in the world. So, yeah, daylight savings has ended here, I believe that's how that works, yes. And that does confuse me from time to time. And it has started elsewhere in the world. So therefore, time differences have changed, and they've gotten or become closer or further apart, I don't know. But anyway, once again, I don't really bother my pretty little head over these sorts of things, so, which is a funny way to explain that. But anyway, the point is that times are different, and I'm currently at a very, very different time to when I normally would be. So therefore, I probably won't get the viewers that I normally get when I'm normally streaming. It's also on a completely different day to when I would normally stream Wind Waker, so yeah, I don't think either Paul or Caitlin will be tuning in, so therefore that's probably going to make it harder for me to do like a 4-hour long frickin' live stream, so I probably won't be doing that today. As well as that, I don't have as much to do, I don't think. But actually, I may as well explain where I am right now. I'm currently at whatever it's called, Bird Rock Island, something like that. And essentially what's going on here is that we need to actually make use of a Huey pair, which is a form of bait which allows us to take control of seagulls. And using this Huey pair, we will, I don't even know what we're doing exactly, there must be like switches that we need to press, and then when we press all of the switches, this gate will open, and that gives us access to a Triforce chart. You can actually get this before this point, because, you know, as long as you have a Huey pair, which you can get pretty much as early on as the Forest Haven, you can just go ahead and get this chart, I believe. You can technically do it. You wouldn't have the bow yet, but you see, you might be able to do some crazy maneuvering and succeed in hitting all the switches with a seagull without actually killing any of these flying bird creatures. So that would actually be really interesting to see if that is possible. But anyway, we're not going to do anything quite so risky, so we will indeed be manually doing this. Well, not manually doing this. Point being that we're actually going to shoot them with arrows here. I will tell you that it is kind of difficult to aim this with the Gamecube analog stick, but if you're smart enough, you can actually get very small adjustments working with the stick. I'm never too good at actually getting a good shot off on this thing. Just need to, basically you find the exact position that it reaches. There we go. So now that we've actually killed all of them, I think there is another one hiding that we can't actually see from this angle. That's my knowledge of the situation here. There's like one hiding. Is that? No, that was a seagull. I thought that was a bird. I don't really want to shoot the seagulls because I do need to take control of the seagulls. There we go. As long as I change angles like this, it's doable. Oof. As you can see, because this particular bird is so far away, it's actually pretty hard to get exactly on target. You know, I don't know if you guys even noticed that, but I did just make a small adjustment. Maybe I'm getting some arrow drop right now. I'm trying to make small adjustments here, but it's really hard. There we go. Ooh. This is hard, guys. Am I getting arrow drop? Or am I actually not on target? Ooh, too much. The sensitivity for left and right is completely different to that of the sensitivity of up and down, which is only making things harder in terms of making small adjustments on the Gamecube controller. Unless you guys have actually tried this before, it's not that easy. Ooh, inverted, okay. That might get it. Basically, you don't have to kill this one. It's just nice and easier. Alright, forget it, it's too far away. Someone's got a leaf blower going outside, you know. I'm telling you, it's possible that there is actually always this sort of background noise, but I just don't notice it because it's not really important to anything that I'm doing. But it feels like that whenever I'm streaming, all the background noise starts. So, I don't know what it is, but regardless. Let's go and get a Huey pair and see if this is going to work. It should. So don't do that. Ooh, I wonder if the command melody works. It shouldn't. But that would make sense, wouldn't it? Because if you think about it, the Huey pair allows you to take control of the birds. Now, it makes more sense to me to use a magical commanding song to take control of the bird, rather than putting bait on your head and then somehow through the bait communicating with the bird through brain to brain sort of thing. That makes no fucking sense. But, I mean, at least you can say that the Wind Waker's magical, but what's the deal with the Huey pair? And why is Beetle selling such a strange magical item? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm overthinking it, it's a Zelda game. You can't overthink a Zelda game, guys. Alrighty. So, I don't know if there's a switch here. Seems that there is one. You basically make use of the seagull's wings to hit the thing. You don't necessarily need to hit it with the beak of the seagull. Because, of course, the wingspan is giving you a much greater area of effect when it comes to hitting the buttons, so I don't want to actually draw the attention of that one bird that we haven't killed just yet, so going to hit the switches as so, or like so, not as so. Who says as so? Me, apparently. Ooh, missed the damn switch. You can actually, okay. I didn't actually know that you could get such a sharp turn if you control it with the camera like that. I don't think I've ever done. And here's me saying that I can use the wings, or the seagull's wings more specifically, to actually hit the damn button. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the one at the top first, and then I'll go. Oh, scheisse. Look at that. That's insane. I didn't know that you could actually do this. That's really crazy. It makes sense that you could do it though. No, 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 no. Don't you even dare. Can I just like dive bomb? Oh god. Go up. Get the switch. This is extremely important. Thank you. God, that was risky. Alright, let's get out of here. It's really quite extreme that Link takes control of birds and flies them into mortal danger and then just abandons them, you know? It's like, whatever, just... It's your job to deal with it now. I wonder if the bird is conscious for when it's being controlled. That's one question to ask. Because if the bird's not conscious, then it's going to suddenly regain consciousness and it's in mortal danger. And it's like, oh, okay. It's not as bad, though, as the bird regaining consciousness as it's being attacked. Because, of course, when the bird is attacked, you do, or when the seagull is attacked, it does sort of take you out of the controlling view. Anyway, here is another Triforce chart, and I did need to have a look at some guides for where these charts are located. One, because I can't really remember all of the islands that they are located on, and second of all, I don't even know where those islands are on the sea because I don't have any of my, well, I have some, but the vast majority of my sea chart sections are undiscovered. And the reason why is because I'm trying to focus on just playing the game. Something like collecting all of the... Well, saying collecting all of the maps doesn't really work. You actually get the fish to draw on your sea chart. So going to all of the fish on each island, that's something that I would want to edit through a little bit. You know, I would jump from fish to fish sort of thing. But, yeah, anyway. There's that, and there's also the fact that I just want to focus on, you know, completing the game. So I don't really find it necessary to discover all of these in this particular playthrough. Excuse me. So, next port of call, and I do need to mention that we will need to actually get more rupees at some point in the future. So hopefully that will be a thing that works. I don't really know what... Okay, I understand. So our next location, I don't know if we've... That's the Private Oasis there, isn't it? And we've already been there. Whereas the... Yeah, so we have acquired the Triforce Chart there. It seems that this line of islands right here is the big line of islands for getting Triforce Charts, apparently. So, where is... Well, I guess we'll just go right ahead and start sailing to the east. Sorry, the west, if I knew my east from west. That is definitely not... I mean, see, west... Anyway, don't worry about me. So, we need to go and equip the sail. May as well put the bow there. And we are off. To quote Linebeck from Phantom Hourglass. I haven't actually recorded Phantom Hourglass for a while either. I just didn't want to... Okay, I haven't really been uploading much during these 2 weeks despite me having a lot of stuff from Phantom Hourglass. I haven't actually been streaming or recording anything for the last 2 weeks, or uploading anything to be honest, because my streaming internet sort of went down. Well, it didn't go down, it just sort of, it ran out, because I have 100 gigabytes per month for that particular streaming connection, and yeah, I used too much of it, not with streaming, but with doing other things, so yeah. I'm going to be a little bit smarter with that next time, and I'm not going to have that problem anymore. Or I should even say this time, because we are in the next lot of 100 gigabytes. So, we will be aiming for this particular island here. As far as where the Private Oasis is, I don't really know. There is a submarine over there, and I'm not sure if I've been in there. I think I have. But I think the last time that I went in there, I didn't actually have the Deku Leaf to reach the other side of it. But that's alright. It's probably nothing too incredibly interesting, so... Anyway. I'm assuming that this is the Private Oasis over here. If it is the Private Oasis, then that means that I am actually familiar with where I am right now, which is a good thing. I think I need a whiskey. Not much of a whiskey, just a bit of a whiskey. I'm trying to adjust myself so that I'm not ramming into the island so that I can actually do this. That is the Private Oasis, isn't it? I think so. It looks bigger. I guess because the whole thing's just black, but there we go. It's coming into view, and it is indeed the Private Oasis, which is very nice. So, 2 more sectors to go, and we will be there. So, I've been digging into one of my favourite whiskies as of late. It is the Talisker Single Malt. I need to actually bring up OBS to even confirm that I'm showing that in a way that you can see it. But anyway, it's Talisker 10-year-old. I shouldn't call it Talisker Single Malt because they're all frickin' single malts, but this is the 10-year-old. The lower tier from this is Talisker Sky. They're all technically Talisker Sky, to be honest, because it's from the island of Skye. That's where their distillery is. But, yeah. Very, very peated. Reasonably strong. Like 5% more than... say, that very superior old pale that I was drinking before by Martel, aged in red barrels, and it's really nice. Cheers. Where are we? Okay. Next sector. That's a fairy island over there. That's not this sector, is it? The one that I'm... No, that's this one over here. I don't know if... I have been there, haven't I? I think I went there when I was looking for the big octo that had the Great Fairy inside it. Which is a funny thing to say. What a sentence to speak. So we probably want to head for this island over here. I would say that this is the actual location. I don't know of how we're going to acquire a Triforce chart from this island, so yeah. Once again, I'm following a guide which is actually for the Gamecube version specifically. You would be surprised how bloody hard it is to actually get information for the Gamecube specifically and nothing else these days. Because if you type in, even if you type into the search, Wind Waker Gamecube Triforce chart locations, the top 4 results are for the Wii U information because they actually have the search terms, or, you know, terms used for that search, the keywords Gamecube written in them as well. So I end up getting those as my top results. It's like, fuck off. I don't want the information from the Wii U version. It's going to confuse me if primarily it's information for the Wii U, and then if anything's different for the Gamecube, they have a little line saying, oh, and for the Gamecube it's like this. That's just going to get annoying and not quite so easy to follow. So instead, I have found a guide from a bit over 10 years ago now that, needless to say, is for the actual version of the game that I'm playing right now. Leaf Blower Man is closer than he was before, but once again, the more I draw your attention to it, the more likely you're going to be able to hear it. I would say that there is a fair chance that you can't hear it. I'm getting attacked quite heavily right now. May as well pick up those arrows and we'll drop down in here. This is one of the Triforce chart locations that I tend to forget about. Oh no. This is indeed a place where we acquire a Triforce chart. Fortunately, we will be able to get a lot of rupees in this location, and I'll explain why in a moment, but I'll probably forget by the time I actually am able to demonstrate that. Regardless, let's get out of the way. Problem is, you get stuck, I guess, in a flinched position. Not in a flinched position. When you hit the back of these guys, you get stuck in one place for a little while, so you can't really roll away from them when the other ones come after you. As I said, we are pretty close to finishing this game here, and I don't really know if I'm going to do that in this video. It really depends on how much I get done. I don't think we're going to be able to do it in this video because it's probably going to take me 3 hours at least from this point right now to finish the game, and I don't think I want to stream for that long. But it is a little dangerous for me to make the decision to not stream for that length of time if that's the length of time that I need to complete the game, because that's going to have it so that the 6th live stream, keeping in mind that I did estimate it to be 5 live streams to complete this game, which would be correct if I were streaming for like 4 or 5 hours today. But if I were to do the 6th live stream, then it would only be like an hour to an hour and a half long, and I would already finish the game. And that's kind of a shame. I had that a lot with my Demon Souls live stream series. I speak of it in past tense, which is not really what I wanted to be doing. I would like to actually be recording more of Demon Souls, but I'm not. But anyway, ooh, get away from me. But yeah, anyway. The point is, I don't want to have the final live stream be really short, because I've only left a little bit of content left to do. Let's say left a few more times. But yeah, I want to do things a little bit more calculatedly than that. And I've gone and made things more difficult for my viewers, particularly my 2 repeat viewers, which are, I guess Shadowclaw's technically a repeat viewer. He was here for the first live stream and he did return for the 3rd, I think. But mainly it is Paul and Kaylin who are my most common viewers, or most repeat viewers if you want to refer to it in that way. I'm going to use the bow to kill these guys. It is easiest to get that 2nd hit off. I also need to get used to that inverted x-axis once again, because I'll tell you what, it messes me up with all the other games that I play. And when I return to Wind Waker, it messes me up even more. So I'm constantly going back and forth trying to ignore and relearn muscle memory, and it's like, or re-engage with muscle memory anyway. So we've got 1 more room to go, and it's this one. And I did forget to mention how we would be getting lots of rupees, but hopefully after this, in fact definitely after this, because we will be able to get more rupees at that point, I will be able to demonstrate to you what I mean by that. So Getting lots of item balls in here, which does help with the rupee thing as well. The items that we get are not quite so useful, but well, I was saying it was helping with the rupees. That's not helping with the rupees too much. Now, there was a theory that I had once upon a time, and that was indeed that depending on the colour of the ball, you would get certain rewards. So, green was for rupees, orange was for items, red was for hearts. I don't know if that's true. I'm going to hit green for rupees and see if I get more rupees. I don't think that that would be any different to hitting any other colour. Now let's try red for hearts. See? It's actually not doing anything. So for the longest time, I had the theory that the difference in colour for the item ball actually dictated what you got, but it really doesn't. Okay, so what I meant by getting lots of rupees in this location is that each and every one of these pillars, when broken, will give us a crap load of rupees. So we're going to actually coax this guy into... We don't really need him to attack this, to be honest. I didn't want the guy behind me to attack me first. I'm not getting any rupees here, I'm getting arrows. That's not what I want at all. I'll attack you from behind me. Just get out of my face, man. It's kind of hard when they're both, like, jumping on top of each other. They're not really jumping, but, you know, the point is... Oh, what? That's crazy! I didn't even get that shining A button. You saw that, guys. That was like... That was a true counter right there. That was the most perfect counter. Hello, Ethan. You're saving me. I'm streaming at a time that my usual viewers do not actually watch me in. So, yeah. You're saving me. Welcome to the live stream. Okay, that guy's dead. And hopefully my theory of these pillars actually giving me lots of rupees is actually going to be accurate. Let's see. No. Where the hell is it then? Where all these pillars give me lots of rupees. I mean, I wasn't thinking green rupees. I was thinking, you know, yellow rupees and all sorts of things. Maybe not all of them do that anyway. I'm not sure. I thought it was in this place where the pillars would drop and they would give you lots of rupees, but this is alright. Getting the occasional 20. But what I was visualizing was, you know, getting a lot of rupees, a lot of green, a lot of... That's exactly what I was visualizing right there. Maybe it's purely luck-based. I don't know. It's not that strange, actually, Ethan, because when you think about it, I come from a Let's Playing background. And what that entails is talking to oneself for a long time. And especially when I used to record Let's Plays in the format where I'll do several very, very long recordings and then split them up into Let's Play videos, it wasn't very different from live streaming, so it's not actually a difficult thing at all for me to sit here in an empty live stream and just chat, because I do like to think that people watch the archived video, which they do. So therefore it's a lot like actually talking to people directly. That's okay, fair enough, Ethan. I do like to talk to myself, but yeah. I'm not one of those people who talks to themselves full on in public, fortunately. There is a guy at my work who talks to himself full on, and he's really annoying because you're just sort of walking past his table. Of course, for those who are not aware, I am a waiter, and he's sort of like a repeat customer. Or a regular customer would be the way to refer to that. And you're just sort of walking past, and he'll just raise his voice in such a way that it's pretty clear that he wants to talk to you specifically, you know. The sort of raised voice that would be obviously directed at you, or at the very least someone very close to him. But no, he's just talking to himself. And, you know, you get other tables near him complaining like he's so annoying and things like that. And quite frankly, I would agree with that. But he's gonna see this. I don't think so somehow. The most insane thing is that he actually got a date one time. He was actually there talking to a woman, like at his table. So I don't know what's going on with that guy. But regardless. I'm going to see where the hell the King of Red Lions is. I'm not sure where he is located. Hi, TerraGold67. Welcome to the live stream. He's, I mean, well, I've heard him speaking to himself in terms of what he actually says, and I think he said to himself, everyone thinks we're crazy or something like that, or everyone thinks I'm crazy, I'm used to it, something like that. Something along those lines. I don't think he actually said people think we're crazy, as in being inclusive of other people, but anyway. No, Terra, Ethan was talking to me and how I'm telling a story about a guy who talks to himself at the restaurant that I work at. Not a co-worker, but actually a customer who comes back quite regularly. That's true, Ethan. Yeah, they might not have even been talking to each other. Maybe they met up in some sort of online we talk to ourselves group or chat or something like that. Something crazy. I don't know. Ooh. You know, I have a tendency to do that. I'm using my sail and I just unequip the thing. The crazy thing is that you can actually unequip the sail yet still use it on the boat. I had no idea that I could actually do that until somewhat recently. So, it's kind of funny. Now, once we destroy all the boats here, I believe we will be given one of those shining rings, which we can then salvage a Triforce Chart from. It's kind of convenient that it's right next to where we got another Triforce Chart, so I'm definitely cool with that level of convenience. Oh, for God's sake. As you can tell, it's a little bit of a challenge to actually not get annihilated by all of these ships. Starting to miss the ease of aiming from Phantom Hourglass when using the cannon. You just sort of tap on the screen, you hit your target that you tapped at, and it's really easy. Tapping my enemies. Anyway, that's not a very good joke. Alright, let's get away from those bombs that are being volleyed at me quite intensely at this point. Oh god. I'd read what you said, Ethan, but I'm trying not to. Oh, that's really good. I'm lining up with that guy who is spamming his bombs at me, and he just destroyed that other ship, which is really quite funny. My analog stick is actually not okay. This is not good. Look. I mean, I don't know if you can see my controller right now. I'm not touching it. He's swimming by himself. He's actually killed me right now. This is terrible. So I don't know what's going on with my controller. I'm going to unplug it and plug it back in. That is the age-old. What's the word? Well, it's not troubleshooting, it's whatever fixes the problem. It's the age-old problem fixer. Unplug it, plug it back in. I'm going to give that a try. I think that's going to work. Oh dear. A very hard pee-pee on my hands. Well, that's a bit of a concern. Well, maybe I won't actually drown, we'll see, but for whatever reason my analog stick was really wigging out there. Please get on the boat. It's going to be very annoying. Thank God for that. The game really tried to sabotage me there. It tried its hardest. I've never actually had Wind Waker try to sabotage me so hard in the past. It's quite insane. Alright, so there we go. There must be others. I think there are others. Is there another one hiding around here or something? Oh, that's right. The Islet of Steel is something that I can actually enter. It's like TARDIS. See this tiny island? We can actually go in there, and there's a lot of stuff going on in that place. So actually destroying those boats was not what I needed to do. Oh, I've got that item ball in the way. Go away. Can I even break it? Oh my god. I need to actually get out my bow for that. Ooh. There we go. Now I can sail in. Imagine actually having that item ball blocking your way. Now, obviously I can't really sail in. I may as well have actually cruised in. Cruising. Sounds pretty cool, but actually I'm lazy. So I just went and did something that took more time. Because I'm foolish, I suppose. Anyway. Let's go open this chest, shall we? Inside it, needless to say, will be a Triforce Chart. And then one square west of where we are now, once again, we will actually be able to acquire another Triforce Chart, which is pretty good. More rubies will be much appreciated. I do not need the hearts, those are not actually helpful at all. What I need right now are rupees. I'm currently at 475, and now 485. So that's not even enough to translate one chart that I have right now. And I think I have 3 on my person at this point, is that right? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3. I was correct. And so I can't remember how many charts there are in total, to be honest, so I wouldn't even like know how much more we need to get, or how many more we need to get. So the number of charts that are around, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 it seems. Is that right? I think so. Alrighty. Well, that's cool. So next place we need to go is 1 square west, as I said. Isn't that Tingle Island? No, this is definitely not Tingle Island, because that is way up here, I think. So it's kind of funny. What is that? I have no recollection of an island that is that tall being in that sector. What? I guess I'll remember it when I get closer to it and more of it has rendered into the frame, but like, seriously, I have no recollection of this island even existing. That's kind of crazy. Is that this sector, or is it this one? I actually don't know. It must be this one, it's really close. Yep, it's this one. What's going on in here? Oh, this place, yes. There's a hole that we need to fall down, and yeah, things happen. There's just a bird that sits on top of that, might be protecting a rupee, or a feather, or an egg, who knows. But the point is, it's not going to be important to us. All we want to do right now, actually I think it is important, we need to use a Huey pair to actually hit a button so that we can go ahead and enter that thing that's flaming. There's fire around that hole, so come on. There we go. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I was full of shit when I said that it wasn't important for us to actually go to the top of that. Yeah, you're gonna die, my friend. Good thing I have my bow out. There's 2 of these guys flying around. But more than 2. I'm gonna try and be sniper elite right now. I actually have killed all 3 within like 5 seconds of each other. Back when I was really good at Wind Waker. I should have been entering Wind Waker competitions. Oh, that was kind of close. Best thing to do is actually find... You just stay in one place and wait for it to come. That's the best way to do it. I hope that's on target though. Nope. It's like here. I could probably risk it and take control of a seagull and get on target, but anyway. We'll see what we can make. No. Huey pair. Once again, it doesn't make sense to use the magical Wind Waker to actually take control of the seagulls. Yeah, just like Dark Souls, exactly. Everything's like Dark Souls now. It's a bit of an embarrassment, but that's what happens when you give a game like Dark Souls to the mainstream gamers. I was about to say that the seagull had suddenly decided to turn into some sort of ballerina, but no, he had indeed been attacked by one of those birds, which is not too good at all. We'll go ahead and... Terror left. That's alright, I'm used to it. Sometimes there's just not much you can do to keep someone here. It would be very interesting to know what would actually entertain them sufficiently, but... Oh, there we go, managed to hit you. Yeah, generally people on YouTube are better at sticking around. But on Twitch, people are fucking hopeless, like, seriously. They talk to you, and if you don't respond within, like, 10 seconds of them talking, they're gone. So, yeah, Twitch is a bit more intense for that. Alrighty, hopefully leaving that one bird alive isn't going to be a problem, because it will be very frustrating to have to go and get more Huey pairs. I will be damn near close to crying if I do get attacked by that bird and can't hit that switch, I won't actually be crying, don't worry. Oh, there's another bird. Holy crap. Alright, hopefully we can get it. There is more than just one bird. Ethan, I found that it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter what game you play. But to be fair, like the next best thing for... Oh, no, actually. I do stream Breath of the Wild, which is relatively new. But anyway. I was going to say that actually all of the games that I play are pretty old, but no. Breath of the Wild is pretty good. So as it turns out, that's not what I wanted to do. The more you know, I guess. I guess I should have actually looked to see what that fire was surrounding. It was actually just surrounding a chest location, so... Yeah. In actuality, what I wanted to do was get the fire arrow and access that hole, which is behind the frozen ice. Did I just say frozen ice? What a redundant phrase. Anyway. Let's head down over here. This is where we actually want to go. Hi Caitlin, welcome to the live stream. I'm glad you managed to tune in despite me doing a Wind Waker live stream on a completely different day at a completely different time. Thank you for coming. So yeah, what was I going to say? I was right when I actually came towards the island saying, we don't need to actually use the seagull to hit that switch. I was thinking that I was full of shit, but actually, I was correct. God, you know, if you need this many large magic pots to get through this puzzle, there is something so severely wrong that I don't even know how to begin to describe it. It's just unfathomable that a person could have such difficulty with this. Basically, you need to find all of those torches and hit them with fire arrows. That is the thing that you need to do. It's like a ship graveyard in here. It's yare yare. Not yade yade. Point being that the pronunciation of the R is a rolling of the tongue which can sound like a D. So I'll give you that, Ethan. Yeah, it is normally, Caitlin. And that will continue to be the case because that is the best time for me to actually do that. But the fact of the matter is I wasn't able to stream for the best part of 2 weeks because my streaming internet ran out because of my own stupidity and not using it correctly. So I went 2 weeks without being able to stream anything, and I just got that internet back today, so I wanted to actually do something with it, and that is Wind Waker. That's what I was feeling like. We'll see if Paul manages to tune in again. But if he doesn't, then I will understand. I'm trying to get on target with that. Okay, I think there's one more, but I don't know where it is. Huh. Maybe in a really strange place. Let's actually use this camera to find it. Where is it? But this should put it into perspective for you guys. The number of large magic pots, it must have been like 15 large magic pots that I found by breaking all of these pots that were in here. And I haven't even broken all of them. And yet look how much magic I've consumed. Keeping in mind that one large magic pot is going to be like 2/3 of this magic bar full. So I don't know who the hell needs that much magic for this puzzle, but they need some serious help. Well, I guess if, you know, there are people who do play games blind. Literally blind. Apparently there was a guy a number of years ago doing a Let's Play of Ocarina of Time and he was blind, you know. Which gives a whole new meaning to the term blind Let's Play, which kind of makes me feel bad for referring to anything as a blind Let's Play, because there is a guy who is blind doing Let's Plays. I just haven't actually found his channel. Where the hell is this torch? Am I blind or what? Which is really poor timing for me to say that, but anyway. No, really. Usually I don't have a problem with this. I feel like that's been this live stream series in a nutshell. Everything that I don't normally have a problem with is a huge problem. But anyway. Sounds like good fun, Caitlin. Oh, I found it. It's off over here. It's actually really hard to see, so I'm not going to blame myself for that. At least I have good accuracy to make up for my inability to see what I'm doing. But yeah, really, I've got absolutely no idea how you would be able to play a game literally with no eyesight. How could you do that? Because it's not like the real world where you can use your ears to hear what's going on. This is a digital thing being shown to you, which is pretty much entirely done through sight. And yes, while there is in-game audio, you can't really use that in-game audio to work out where you are in relation to everything else. It just sounds really impractical, but I mean, that's... Referring to being blind as impractical is obviously, I mean, it's like, yeah, of course being blind is impractical, but it's another level when it's a video game that you're trying to play. I don't even know how you could do that. But anyway. Where the hell is the King of Red Lions? Why do I always have problems trying to find you? Probably because I'm useless or something. I killed you, didn't I? The point is that those guys do not actually drop more than one blue chew jelly each time. That's why collecting all the blue chew jelly in the world is something that you could refer to as a 100% run sort of quest that you could do. I guess trial by error would be the thing, yeah. So, I don't know. There would have to be a lot of error, I think. So how many charts was it again? It was 7, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think I've actually gone to the one up here. I did visit this particular sector before for something other than a Triforce chart, so I'm pretty sure that I do still need to go there. Of course, to get there faster, we will indeed use the Ballad of Gales to go to Dragon Roost Island. Alright, catch you later, Ethan. Thanks for watching. Okay, so this is the place that requires the hookshot. There are a lot of tall land masses with tall trees that can be hookshotted to. And yeah, needless to say, we will not have problems actually getting to that place, because we do have a hookshot. Whereas the last time that we actually visited it, we did not have a hookshot, so that's what I'm talking about basically. That's why I was mentioning a possibility where we wouldn't be able to get there. Alrighty. So I think, is it even visible from this distance? Maybe not. Oh yeah, it is. See that sort of jutting island over there? Not that one over there, that's a mini game. But this over here? That is our final destination, which sounds a little bit ominous, I know. But it is our final destination for the Triforce Chart gathering. Our next port of call will be to make rupees. And I do not know how we're going to do that. I need to actually remember how we do that. I guess sailing around and salvaging rupees from the sea is a good way to do that. It's kind of crazy because Wind Waker HD gives you 50 rupees every single time you salvage something, which is ridiculous because you do not need that many rupees in that game. It's ridiculous. To start with, you don't even need 5,000 at any point in that game because the cost of actually translating those charts is so much lower. But then, and plus you have less charts, but as well as that, you get rupees so easily from the sea. So if anything, you need the 5,000 rupee cap so that you're able to collect all the rupees that the game just hands you on a silver platter. It's ridiculous. I do like playing the HD version, it feels nice, but this is the superior experience, I would say. Anyway, let's go and equip the hookshot, and we'll go to the tree that is actually closest to the sea level here, because that is where we need to go. So we won't actually be able to reach. I think we can get that. Shit. So we need to actually wait for the tide to bring us up to there. There we go. May as well start cutting the grass to get some... Oh, hello. There was a random blue choo-choo there, which was unexpected. I don't seem to be getting many rupees here, though. Oh, got 4, I think. Maybe 3. There we go. That was dangerous. I was a bit worried that I was just going to fall off because I didn't have enough height there, but fortunately it wasn't quite so bad. Anyway. There we go. Aiming with that Gamecube analog stick, not the easiest thing. Now there's another tree up there that we can go to. I may as well go there first. That hole right there, it was, you know, once again right there is where we actually need to go, but we may as well go to the top here first. There really wasn't much going on there, so I guess we'll go drop down the hole. Wah! Stop yelling, Link, please. Alrighty. Maybe we'll be getting better rupees from these pillars as they fall. We'll have to see. Alrighty. So I could use the bomb flowers if I wanted to, but if I've got 99 of my own frickin' bombs, I may as well just do it myself here. Can I get it into your mouth as well? Yes. Put that on a shirt. Can I get it into your mouth? Hold on, didn't I get... Am I going insane? I thought I managed to throw it into that guy's mouth before. Were there 3 in here? I'm blind, clearly. Well, that's a thing that exists. I'm blind. Well, not really a thing that exists, but a thing to take into consideration. I am blind. Once again, a poor joke to make after I've just been talking about a person who is literally blind doing a Let's Play of Wind Waker. No, doing a Let's Play of Ocarina of Time, not of Wind Waker. Maybe he did Wind Waker as well. I don't know. It's true, Caitlin, but Link has done this many, many times, especially after going through the cave on Outset Island, where he fell down like 35 to 40 of those damn holes. So I think maybe it's time to stop screaming. Ooh, get the head, no! Get it! There we go, thank God for the stronger Master Sword. But anyway, it's a Zelda game. By the same logic, you could say, well, maybe it's time for Link to stop screaming every time he swings his sword. But that wouldn't be in the spirit of Zelda now, would it? No. Okay. I'm mainly doing this for the rubies. I do not care about any of this other stuff. It's insane, you do not need 99 of anything in this game, like 99 arrows, 99 bombs. By the time you've actually depleted half of that, you will have been able to acquire the other half of those items again through drops. It's crazy. I guess you never know what's at the bottom. But I think the whole idea of screaming is that you should scream if it's something that comes as a surprise to you. But Link is voluntarily, I mean, maybe we're controlling him, fair enough, maybe we're not actually Link, but let's just assume that we are Link. So therefore Link is voluntarily dropping down these holes. He shouldn't be screaming if it's something that he knows is about to happen. So, especially if he's done it many times before. I understand if maybe the first few times he voluntarily falls down a hole, he'll scream, but by this point you'd think he'd stop. If you get pushed down a hole and it happens out of nowhere, yeah, different story. Fair enough. But yeah. God damn it. I thought you were dead. But I do believe that you need to kill all of the little individual enemies in this place before you can actually get out of here. That's why I didn't question the fact that I had yet to actually be allowed out of this room. Even all of those little spiky things need to die. Well, that would be rather tragic if there was no floor at the bottom of that hole. Right, lots of bokoblins hiding in pots. I always found this room to be quite funny because it's very obvious what's in the room when you've just got a room full of pots. The idea of them hiding in the pots is so that they don't stand out. They can sort of hide in amongst the area. It's even funnier when you walk past them and they're just sort of hiding in the pot, like actually crouching in there. in a ball shape. Rather funny. Fortunately, all of these enemies do take a lot less time to die because we do have the stronger Master Sword at this point, so that is a very good thing as well. Alrighty, time to make some money. Hopefully. There's too many of these guys here, though. Huh. I do love it when they hit themselves. Stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself. Ow. I shouldn't have said ow because I didn't get hit there, but there was a risk of getting hit, so I said ow anyway, I suppose. As you can see, this is a bit of a situation. I have needed to use fairies here in the past, so... Well, let's collect that rupee. I'm actually going to try and not have them. Oh, that didn't work out so well. I couldn't get behind him. Let's kill you. Bounced off that other guy. I wanted to do that spinning sort of strike to hit more of them. Oh. Get out of here. Alright. Die. Very nice, so we should get a number of rupees from these item balls, I think. I hope, actually. Rather than think. So, once we've collected all of these, we will go ahead and break those pillars. And of course, you don't actually need those guys to break the pillars for you, because they do leave their swords behind. So therefore, we can break the pillars ourselves. Rupees? There we go. I need better rupees than these. I need some purples and some reds. There we go. I don't think there was a purple in there though, unless I got a purple one immediately, before I could actually see it appear. This is a much more lucrative collection of pillars here, compared to the last ones that I was collecting from. One magic pot? I think it is purely chance-based, you know, as far as what you get. Because I've definitely had it be where all of these pillars give me lots of rupees, so, yeah. Stop cutting yourself, Caitlin, really. No! Technically what I am doing is related to the wind, because it is the wind's requiem, but it is not the sail that I want for this moment. Silly me. So, I need to think of how I'm going to make some more money. I could do the letter sorting thing at Dragon Roost Island and make like 20 rupees per minute, which is going to take a while. Or once again, I could just sail around aimlessly and salvage rupees from the sea. I don't know. I forgot how much it costs to actually translate a chart, so I'm probably going to go to Tingle Island and inform myself of how much that costs once again. For those of you who can't see the rupee counter, which is everyone, now you can see it. Okay. So, we are going to head back to the Great Sea and go to Tingle Island. We now have all of the Triforce Charts, I'm pretty damn sure. So yeah. Well, I think you playing with knives might have caused you to be less sensitive to the fact that you were holding a knife, and therefore, in your negligence, you cut yourself. Or it could be completely unrelated. I don't know. Anyway. So, let's head to Great Fish Isle. That's going to take us relatively close to Tingle Island. And then I think it's 1 square northeast from Great Fish Isle, something like that. What is this? Is this actually directly Tingle Island? I think it is. I didn't know that there was a direct warp point to Tingle Island. That's pretty great, if that is indeed the case. I know you weren't playing, but you were playing with knives before that point. So therefore you had become too used to knives. It is a warp point directly to Tingle Island. I'll take that. That's lovely. We'll see how many of Tingle's brothers are here now. There is actually... So to get 100% with the figurines in this game, there is a white Tingle that you can't actually get a figurine of. So therefore, even if you don't get that figurine, you can actually... It's this guy here, the white one. So naturally, if you don't get his figurine, you still get 100%. But the crazy thing is that he is included when you take a photo of Tingle in the HD version. And it was referenced that in the original game, his, whatever you call it, his figurine could not actually be acquired. Well, that's relatively... Well, it's not that cheap, but I'll be able to decipher 2 of them at least. Kululimpa. Alright. Chart deciphered. It would be nice if they just deducted the rupees immediately instead of... Yes, decipher another one, please. But yes, I would like it if they just deducted the damn rupees immediately, instead of letting them drop at like 10 rupees per second. Actually, it's more like 20 rupees per second, now that I look at it. But anyway, it's annoying. No thanks. If you weren't such a goddamn rip-off, I mean seriously, this guy, if it weren't for me, I only just noticed that he's got a cobra on his back. That has to mean something. Maybe it's like a clan. How have I never noticed that he's got a cobra on his back? It's insane how, even if you've played this game for so long, there are certain little things that you notice that you hadn't noticed before. That has to mean something in the Zelda lore. Anyway, now that we have 2 charts that have indeed been deciphered, I think we've already killed this guy before. Alright, see you, Caitlin. Apparently we haven't killed that guy before, interestingly enough. Well, there you go. Very nice. How long have we been streaming for? Not even an hour. I don't know. I think if it weren't for this rupee business, we probably wouldn't have any problems actually completing this game within 2 hours, but this whole lack of rupees is a slight problem. I wonder if I have any treasure charts that give me silver rupees. Now this is a question. That would help me a lot. Not a huge amount because that's only 200 rupees and it's 398 per translation, but hey, that might actually work in my favor. So let's, no. Let's see what treasure charts I have. Okay, let's actually have a look at a list of treasure charts in Wind Waker and what they actually lead to. Because if I actually have a chart that takes me to a large rupee of some description, then that's actually going to work out really well for me. Wind Waker, Gamecube, if I could type. Wind Waker, Gamecube, treasure charts. Alright. Thank God, a game FAQs from 2003. Just what I like. The older it is, the bloody better it is, I'll tell you what. So, alright. I have chart 12, 14, and 15, is that right? And 23? Okay, I have a lot, actually. So 12, let's have a look at 12. 200 rupees. Beautiful. Chart 14. 200 rupees. 15. Piece of heart. Fuck off, mate. 23. Piece of heart. 34. 200 rupees. So the first 2, as well as chart 34, will get me 600 rupees in total. Very, very nice. So, that's going to help me a lot, obviously, when it comes to the translating of these charts, or the deciphering of these charts. I say translating because, you know, I just couldn't remember the term that they used in the game to actually refer to the deciphering of the Triforce Charts, but now I know. which is pretty cool. I'm actually going to reposition my microphone so that it's slightly less weird. I don't know. Yeah, that's alright. Okay. So, that's a problem. Because I actually don't have any of these islands discovered, it's going to make it a lot harder to actually work out where the hell these shards are going to be. Unless it probably, you know what, that's true. I do have a game of FAQs here. Okay, so I can tell obviously that it is Six-Eyed Isle, but I don't know where that's located on the sea, so we'll see if it actually tells me. Get it, see if it tells me. Oh, it's Five-Eyed Reef. No, I'm actually blind. I think that, you know, apparently I don't know my dominoes either. Okay, so Five-Eyed Reef. I don't even know where that is. Shit. This is one big problem when it comes to not discovering the sea. So, what I will have to do is see, what a good joke, see if I can get some information as far as where they're all located. And by they, I mean the islands. So, Wind Waker, island locations. Here we go. That's actually a really good thing that I just saw. They've got a, hold on. This is so good. Now I know where Five-Eyed Reef is. This is so good. Holy crap. Okay. So basically, as long as you've got this damn thing, you don't need to discover any of these islands. So it's actually very, very good. So we are going to head to Outset Island. Whoa, God. I was only barely catching up to the time signature of the Wind Waker there. But I did fail in the end. Alright. This is really good. It's on zelda.gamepedia. Okay, it's zelda.gamepedia.com/places in the Wind Waker. Each of those things separated by an underscore, and by things, I mean words, yes. We probably don't need to change the direction of the wind. I'm too lazy for that crap anyway. So, I'm pretty happy that I can get 600 rupees or so from these treasure charts that I happen to have. I'm glad that my brain kicked in and realized, hey, you can actually get big rupees from salvaging from treasure charts, not just randomly on the sea. And salvaging randomly on the sea is good as well, but the ideal situation will be us actually salvaging while we're going towards these islands that will be guaranteed to give us large rupees. So that would be really good. That was kind of weird. You kind of know when something's spawned. Something has spawned. Look at these rings. Here we go. We're going to salvage at these bastards. One moment. Oh, apparently when you're not actually having your sail out. Oh, stop. Scheisse. So yeah, when your sail isn't out, you are not able to jump, which kind of makes sense. Alrighty. 50 rupees, 50 rupees, 50 rupees, 50 rupees. They've actually got overhead views of all of the islands. How do you get those? I think these are... That's crazy. Anyway. Okay, hold on. So... I don't know how they would get overhead views... Oh, 50 rupees. Nice. Anyway. Oh, God. Unfortunately, the timing was really poor there. Are you gonna bite me? Isn't it interesting? The sharks are just so nice. They allow me to get into the boat by going under the water and not having me collide with them. They're very nice sharks, actually. There we go. 50 rupees. Basically, in the HD version, it's always 50 rupees. But in this version, you sometimes get 20 rupees as well. Alrighty. And I would prefer to have it so that you can get 20 rupees so that you're always praying for that 50. That's the point. Alright, the sharks have disappeared. You can see that it's giving us a light pillar to show us where the salvage location is. I believe the entrance is just over here. I'm sort of going against the wind a little bit, but that's alright. We're very close. I can't quite see the exact point, so it will be necessary for me to actually get my map out. But I think it's about here or something. It's just an estimate, of course. I will have to double check. Alright. Oh, I'm bloody close. Stop it! Christ! This is going to be hard, actually. Alright, let's go onto this side. Cool. It's very strange doing salvaging in this game after having played Phantom Hourglass, which has a very, very different salvaging system. Silver rupee, a whopping 200 rupees. Alrighty. Next chart. Which is pretty obviously the Tower of the Gods, so I actually don't need to confirm where that is, because I know where the Tower of the Gods is. I'll just go somewhere that's relatively close to it, and then I'll just be able to see it in the distance immediately, because, you know, it's the Tower of the freaking Gods. Actually, this is a direct warp point to the Tower of the Gods, so I'm down for that business. Welcome back, Caitlin. I worked out how to actually get some more rupees to actually decipher more of Tingle's charts. I do have a number of treasure charts, and I have confirmed that 3 of them give me 200 rupees, so I'm going to the second one here. And yeah, it's looking pretty good. Oh, shut up. Don't turn me away from it, you bloody arsehole. It's still too early to come here. Is it too early? I'm not even trying to go to whatever it's called, Hyrule, I guess. Alrighty. So, this should be the point. No, just a bit closer here. That should be it. There we go. And I guess it takes the adventure out of it a little bit to actually know what's going to be in this chest, which is 200 rupees, spoiling everything for you. But anyway, I do like how it makes the text silver as well when it says silver rupee. They don't have to do that, but it's nice and colourful and pretty and nice. So this chart as well will give us 200 rupees, which is Eastern Triangle Island, I would like to say. So is that just north of where we are here? It might be. Maybe. Let's actually confirm where that is. It is Eastern Triangle Island, and it's 1 square west, no sorry, 1 square east of where we are right now. Oh, yeah, well that makes sense, Caitlin. How come you're in close proximity to so many friends? Are you at school or something? Which just makes me wonder, like, it's so, like, it's a bit of a different world. Back when I was at school, you wouldn't be spending your lunch times watching live streams, put it that way. And then again, it's not that time of day for you, I don't think. That would be afternoon. After school, maybe. I don't know. I'm just trying to guess. Okay. So that is Eastern Triangle Island over that way. And there will be a light pillar just ahead. Hopefully appearing sometime soon. I like to try and just use the light pillars to see where I'm going, rather than relying entirely on the sea chart itself. Ooh, I think it's right here. Let's see if I'm right. I don't think I am right. No, doesn't look like it. Just a little bit further. Oh. There we go. Da 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 da. That's not, it's not quite the key. That was like the worst attempt at getting the right key there, but anyway. Alrighty. So that's an additional 600 rupees on top of what we had before, for a total of 600 and, oh sorry, 780. Which is pretty good. So I must have picked up some more rupees along the way, which I did, because I did actually get 100 rupees just from salvaging at random light rings, which is pretty cool. We could just watch that fish jump all day if we want, just tiring himself out. Yeah, fair enough, Galen. Well, it works out better for me because I have a viewer. So, where else are we going to get rupees? How many more charts do we need to translate? That is a question that needs to be asked. I should be saying decipher, not translate. 2, 3, 4. Jesus. So we need probably double the amount of rupees that we have right now. Close to double. So, let's give it some thought. Maybe we can just sail around aimlessly and hope to find some light rings. Actually, there are places that have a lot of salvaging rings, but I can't think of where any of them are right now. Frustratingly enough. Frustratingly? Yeah. That is a word, but it's just, I used it very strangely there. Well, it wasn't that strange. So I guess I'll just sail around and hope that I find some light rings, because I can't think of where there are a lot of them. I do have all of those Triforce Charts, don't I? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have Triforce 5. Triforce Chart 5, sorry. Okay, so that means that the... 1 second. I had a feeling that I hadn't destroyed the golden ship, and I don't think I have. So therefore... Where is it, though? Oh, it's 7... Hold on. 1... 4, 5, 6, 7. That's confusing. Because in this guide, it's telling me that there are only 7 Triforce Chart locations. That's freaking confusing. Unless I'm going insane. Yeah, this guide is telling me that there are only 7. So there's an 8th location that is not being... Triforce Chart 4 is located in the ghost ship, so it isn't on the map. So there's one of these locations I haven't been to yet, but I don't know where the hell that would be. Haven't I been to all of them? I got the one on Outset Island. I got the one that's in the top right hand corner. And I thought I got all of the ones along that row. Maybe I didn't. Shit. Okay, well, we'll work that out in a little bit. I got the one at the Private Oasis, didn't I? I did, I'm pretty sure. Like, I was having some problems in the Private Oasis, but I bloody well got the chart. So, anyway, where are we? Let's, I guess, head. Where could I possibly be missing a chart? What I need to do is actually compare the locations in this guide to the actual islands themselves. So I've been to Overlook Island. I got that chart. I haven't been to Needle... Oh no, I was just at Needle Rock Island, that's right. Islet of Steel, Stonewatcher Island. We went to those places. We went to the Private Oasis. We were at Bird Rock Island. Or Bird's Peak Rock, whatever you want to call it. Bird Rock Island. So what the bloody hell is going on? I collected the one of the ghost ship, didn't I? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I hadn't actually gotten the one from the ghost ship. Yeah, that's true, Caitlin. So, I think yeah, the ghost ship has already been discovered. I already got the chart from the ghost ship. This is crazy. Alright, let's head north. But yeah, Caitlin, what I can tell you when it comes to that is that that's social circles for you. I haven't had too many problems with that, but I know that it's very much a problem with some female groups at the very least. Yeah. Don't let it bother you too much. Oh, there's a... hold on. There's a ring over here. But yeah, it's just how it is, unfortunately. There's not much you can do about it. And the best thing to do is just, I mean, either find a different group or join in when you can. Ooh, 20 rupees this time. That's alright. The entire reason why I'm sailing around aimlessly right now is actually to get those very rings, so the more I do that, the better. So to put it in a very explicit way, I didn't really have the option of actually just bypassing that ring that I saw before, and I've found another one, so as you can see, sailing aimlessly does yield results when it comes to getting rupees, so it's pretty good. Collecting as many as 5,000 though, I mean, that's pretty crazy. Now, hold on. Let's see if I can actually successfully salvage without these things, you know, colliding with me. Or colliding into me. Da 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 da. Well, with that taken into consideration, Caitlin, I will try to find a different group. If that's not possible, then I unfortunately don't have a solution for you, because in the end you are being judged based on something that you can't control, which is just who you are. For whatever reason, they don't want to involve you over other people. So, and there's nothing you can do to change that, and to be honest, you shouldn't attempt to change that, so. Oh god. So yeah, really, I unfortunately don't have much advice beyond that. It sounds very unhelpful, but it's probably very unhelpful because I'm past all of that crap now. Like, it's not... I don't have to worry about that, but I was lucky in that basically you only have primary school and high school in Australia, which is effectively elementary and middle school, except middle school goes into what high school is in the US. And I was lucky in that I had friends from primary school that carried over into high school, so I didn't have any problems with like social circles not including me or anything like that. So, yeah. Towards the end though, I did lose interest in them because they started to engage in late adolescent interests, partying. So I moved away from them at that point. So, yeah. My thoughts at the time were, okay, well great, you're going to grow out of this, so I'm not even going to engage with that. I'll let you grow out of it, and maybe then we can associate again. Which is not how that works, because we are no longer in school, and therefore I don't have a reason to associate with them anymore, so that's just how it goes. It sounds very emotionless, I suppose, but that's a bit of a long story. There was only one from that group that I chose to associate with outside of school, so... Online friends are good, because there's a larger pool of people to choose from, of course. And naturally there are much easier filters that you can go through to actually find people who share your interests. So, obviously if it's on the internet, you would find a person through some sort of similar interest. So, it's a great starting point. But that also carries with it some social issues. But not quite as many as you would have to deal with in a school environment. Got a little bit of background noise, so you'll have to forgive that. Or forgive me for that. Background noise doesn't need to be forgiven because the background noise is not sentient. So whether you forgive it or not is not going to affect it, because it's not capable of thinking or feeling. Anyway. So I'm getting a lot of rupees through sailing aimlessly, so obviously I have actually made the correct decision to do this, which I'm glad. The last thing that I would want to do is just to be sailing around aimlessly and not really achieving anything. So, that's a very good thing. I would like more than 20 rubies, to be fair. But you know, this is a lot more effective, I think, than sorting letters at Dragon Roost Island, which is pretty much the only thing that I can think of when it comes to earning money, aside from what I'm doing right now. So yeah. Alright. We're going to send the wind blowing towards the west, because I'm going to now go through all the western sections. And I really do need to work out where the hell I'm missing a Triforce chart. I guess the best thing to do would be to actually find where Triforce chart number 5 is located. Why do I make things so difficult for myself? Really? I could just search online, Triforce chart 5 location. Done. I would immediately know. They are numbered for that reason, I would say, so that you can differentiate from them individually. Or differentiate between them individually. Speak English, Doomlink. But yeah. Just need to get my head around what you just said. Chests are finite, but the letters aren't. I guess that's true, but at the same time, I'm not going to need Are they finite though? Can't I just sail around forever and just continue gathering from these rings? I guess I never really thought about it. Maybe you can actually collect all of them. And then suddenly there are no more on the sea. Never really gave it any thought, but... Anyway. You are correct in that I can get as many letters as I want, but at the same time, I'm a long way away from collecting all of the chests in the sea. If they don't respawn. So... yeah, let's continue doing this. Stop giving me 20 rupees. I want more. More. Give me more. I am pretty hungry. Sometimes I would eat before I stream, particularly if I do stream later, as in after lunchtime, which is usually when I do stream. Because I find that starving myself on a live stream generally isn't the best thing. Oh, there is a submarine over here, which I don't believe I have visited. That makes a lot of sense, Caitlin. A lot of people really don't care about other people. There's two main things that result in that. The first being self-interest, self-absorption. And the second one is just a general lack of empathy. And I've found that in this world, people do lack empathy. It's just a thing. And it's a bit of a shame, but there's nothing you can do about it. But when you did say that the only time you will be included is if someone else isn't there to take your place, that made it sound as if they were being particularly discriminatory. So, if that's actually not the case and they're happy to include you normally, then that's not as bad. I don't really know if I can actually... I think if I kill enough of these guys, I will get access to that ladder, hopefully. Killing these guys isn't a problem. It's done fairly simplistically, so... yeah. There we go. You can see that these torches are being lit as I continue to do this, so... I can actually get some rupees from this. I can get some more 10 rupees. Blue rupees, I should say, not 10 rupees. If I can get more of those, that would be pretty good. Tend to go get a snack when just sailing. Well, I have to travel quite a distance to do that. I have to go upstairs, so... Oop. Get over here, stop running around on the wall. We do have access to the ladder now, which is very good. Perhaps I could have just deku-leafed over, but I decided to actually not cheat. If you could even call that cheating. We got a treasure chart. Well, let's check what number treasure chart this is, and we might actually be able to get some rupees from this. So that actually works out really well. I don't think I can access my sea chart right now, so we'll head over to the King of Red Lions and see what treasure chart this is. Yeah, once you kill Cyclos, well, not kill him, but get his Ballad of Gales, you shouldn't have to worry about that guy anymore. Alrighty, so let's check the charts. What treasure chart did we not have before? Treasure chart 9, I believe. Let's see what that gives us. Treasure chart 9 gives us 200 rupees at Horseshoe Island. Let's see where that is. It is very close to Outset Island, so let's go and head over there right now. Isn't it funny? I was intending on sailing aimlessly to salvage rupees, and then I ended up finding a random submarine, got a treasure chart there, which gives me access to more rupees, so that's really good. We're getting ever so closer to having enough rupees to translate everything. Or decipher everything. Actually, we're not, because we do still have one more beyond what we have. in terms of treasure chart. No, Triforce Charts. We do have one more that we still need to get. So, yeah. Fortunately, we do have the wind blowing in the right direction to actually get to Horseshoe Island, so that's a nice thing. We do have a salvaging ring over here, so we may as well go and get that. It's called a light ring, I believe, is the official term for it. But anyway. I'm calling it a salvaging ring because I'm special. Ooh. Hopefully I'm on target. There we go. 50 rupees, come on. There should always be one closer to outset as well, but... Nice. That is what I like to see. It feels weird doing a Wind Waker live stream on a Wednesday for me, which would be a Tuesday afternoon / evening for you, I would assume, Caitlin. But, yeah, I don't mind it. It's good to just play this game. I won't be playing it for too much longer, I will be finished with it soon. I'm not just gonna, like, play it again. That would be kind of strange, but what I will be doing after this, of course, is Dragon Quest Swords, which will be kind of fun. I'll be swinging my arm around and stuff, so that'll be good fun. They do look like metal picnic baskets, you're right. But I would suggest that they wouldn't be so practical for carrying your lunch around in. They're a bit too heavy. Oh, I haven't even opened the chest, not chest, sorry, the, you were talking about the chests, so I was thinking of chests, but we haven't opened the chart, so let's go and grab that. There it is. Once we've opened the chart, it does give us that big light pillar in the distance, so that's how I knew we hadn't opened the chart, because it didn't give us that. Oh, let's maybe stop. Oh, right here. No! Here we go. I don't even know what those things are called. They're like giant porcupine fish, but they're freaking annoying. There we go. I managed to salvage this before he collided with me. Unfortunately, salvaging is so important that the entire world stops as we salvage, so that is a very good thing. Silver rupee. Oh, they're called sea hats. What a terrible name, but I can absolutely see that being their name. Ugh, my eyes are itchy. Anyway. So let's have a look and see where Triforce Chart number 5 is located. Because I'm actually quite eager to see where that might be. Wind Waker Gamecube, Triforce Chart 5. Not Triforce Charm 5, Triforce Chart 5. Christ. And stop giving me Wii U information. I hate you, IGN. Go die. You haven't been relevant for 15 years at least. Okay, so... Stop. Stop. What a mess. Okay. Needle Rock Isle. Didn't I go to Needle Rock Isle? Am I going insane or did I not get one? Oh, I got it! Didn't I get a treasure chart instead of a Triforce chart at Needle Rock Isle? It's this here, isn't it? I think it is. Let me double check that. I could be going insane. Oh, hold on. It's too north of where I am. Okay, so let's just try that again. Because it is at Needle Rock Isle. But I didn't actually get it. This chart only exists in the Gamecube version of the game. I don't even know what a P-hat is. What the hell is a P-hat? Probably some American thing. is a ring over there. Let's go grab it. I used to know some of the other enemies in the Zelda series, mainly the ones from Ocarina of Time and that sort of thing. But not so much this game. Don't know why. Well, not Ocarina of Time necessarily, but I used to know all the names of the enemies in A Link to the Past and that sort of era of Zelda. Got 50 rupees, which is very nice. Still need a bit more before we can actually decipher all of the charts, including Triforce Chart 5, which for some reason I do not have, even though I've been to Needle Rock Isle. I'm very confused by this. It's the one with the big tall pillar. Shit. If I can't work out how to get it when I'm there, then I guess I'll just have to look online to see, which is ridiculous. I shouldn't need to do that, but maybe I will have to do that. I will do what I have to do. I'll probably stream for like 2 hours here so that I have more content to do my final stream with, which will be live stream number 6. So at that point I should be able to go through all of that Phantom Ganon stuff, then fight Ganondorf, and that hopefully will be about an hour and a half worth of content at that point. Huh. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah. The P-hats are the ones that have... Yeah, no, I know now. I thought a P-hat was... Anyway, don't worry about it. I get you. That is true, they are similar. So that makes sense. Okay, let's work out how the hell we're going to get a Triforce chart here. Because there isn't one over here. We opened this chest and there was not a Triforce chart in there. That was rupees, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. And we went down in here, and that's where we got a treasure chart, I think, not a Triforce chart. Because you need to actually play the Wind Waker to gain access to a chart like that. What does this say? Well, see, we've already gotten this chest, so where the hell's the Triforce chart? I don't know. Alright, let's, I'm going to use a video walkthrough instead. So it was a piece of heart in that other chest. Maybe there was a Triforce chart in that chest. Let's have a look. Because the guy in the video has just gone and unlocked the chest. He got an orange rupee, so that must have been what I got before. So where the hell's the Triforce chart? Hello? What the black? Oh! The treasure chart that we got was to salvage a Triforce chart. Did we even get a treasure chart? Hold the phone. I'm so confused. Oh no. There's the golden ship. I never got the one from the golden ship. I can't believe I forgot that, but where is it? Where is the golden ship? Maybe I did get one from the golden ship. Scheisse. Where did he go from Needle Rock? Scheiße. So he went... Okay. What the bloody hell? This is really confusing. The reason why I'm confused is because it says Needle Rock Island is actually the location of the chart, but it's not on the island itself. It must be... Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thanks, Caitlin. Anyway, so I just need to find where those damn boats are. They're over here. This is... Okay, this is what confused me. It's just I forgot about that golden boat. I knew that I hadn't gotten that golden boat yet. But I'd forgotten. Because I was trying to think, what was I missing? But before that point, when I was trying to remember, I knew that I hadn't gotten that stupid golden boat yet. My point of confusion was that I thought the chart was acquired on the island of Needle Rock Isle. But no. You're the bloody bastard I need to kill. I love how he has one of those Roman soldier crests. Like it's a helmet or something. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and salvage this thing. God, what a nightmare. No, please! Jesus Christ! Okay. You're gonna see me get really pissed off if that crap happens anymore. Alright. Okay. Now. Come on, there we go. Very good. So this is going to give us the sea chart that will allow us to salvage the Triforce chart. Very nice. Okay. You can't read it yourself, so you'll have to get it deciphered somewhere. Alrighty, so let's see where this chart is going to take us. No! List of charts. Which one did we not have before? Was it 23? 23. No. 15. No. Oh no, I'm stupid. We actually got the Triforce chart. I'm losing my mind. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We've got Triforce chart number 5. Doesn't matter. Bloody hell. Okay, so at this point we need a bit more than we have right now in terms of rupees, but we're going to decipher as much as we can with our current number of rupees. Which should be 3 charts. Then we'll be 1 short, but that's alright. We're pretty close to getting the rupees that we need either way. We'll be doing a lot of salvaging, I think, fairly soon. Because we'll have a number of those, nah, bugger that. Alrighty. So go and talk to Tingle. I'm not going to open those treasure charts that I have. Some of them have heart pieces. Let's actually see how many pieces of heart I have. I could get another heart container if I wanted to. But I don't need it that much. Alrighty, decipher my charts, you strange green man. Who looks like a deformed version of Anton LaVey. Kululimpa. Which is not how he sounds, but anyway. Become readable. Anyway. Yes. Take my money, you strange man with a red nose and swirls on your cheeks. This guy is a freak, to be honest. Imagine if you found a guy like this in real life. It's no surprise that he got put in jail, to be honest. I wish I knew what was going on with that stupid clock on his neck. Because that's just weird. Alrighty. So we still have one more chart that needs to be deciphered, I'm pretty sure. Huh, is that right? Well, maybe we have all of them deciphered now. I could be going insane, but... maybe they are all deciphered. Let's open them all. I think they're all deciphered, guys. Beauty. So, it's time to go and start salvaging stuff. So that's Greyfish Isle, I do recognise that. So go and jump down here. I was going to say at the expense of our health, but we didn't end up losing health there, which was pretty cool. Let's go to the King of Red Lions, and we will head to Greyfish Isle. Because I do... oh, there goes the dog again. My favourite dog. The public disturbance. You fucking insufferable creature. Okay, so there should be a warp point to Greyfish Isle. So we'll go there. Fucking dog. So sick of it. I've told you the fucking story about this dog. I had one dog that was already annoying enough for like the best part of 3 years that we were living here. And then the cunt got another one, which is even worse. So... ugh, what a fucking menace. Anyway, so we should be getting a gold pillar showing where the Triforce Chart is. It's on the other side, so we'll go and grab that. It actually extends out pretty far into the sky. Alright, so let's have a look. Very close. So basically the original dog comes up to the fence line and jumps at you. And you can actually be on your property and the dog is freaking its shit. And we just put up with that dog, you know, we just sort of went, okay, whatever, you do what you need to do, dog. And we'd fucking antagonize the thing as well, from time to time. But then the woman moved away for a short period of time and got a dog during that time. And this dog has a real loud yap. And it's fucking annoying. It's really, really frustrating. Anyway, so let's have a look and see where this island might be. It could be the Private Oasis. Could be. Don't think it's the Private Oasis. It could be Stonewatcher Island. I think it's Stonewatcher Island, to be honest. Yeah, let's just say that it is. Does it tell us where it actually... so I have a list of it, like I have a Triforce guide here. So, what is it? Chart 3. That... It is Stonewatcher Island. Nice. My controller is vibrating for some reason. What's going on? My controller is actually full-on vibrating right now. What is happening in-game that's causing it to vibrate like this? I don't know. What's going on? I've never had my controller just vibrate like this for no reason. What's happening? I guess the controller's wigging out or something because it shouldn't be vibrating like this. There's nothing happening. Alright, let's unplug it and plug it back in. It's still vibrating. I don't know what's going on with it. It's really bizarre. I should bark back at them, that would be funny. But not for too long. I do have a small amount of self-respect. Not much, but a small amount. It would be faster to actually... Oh, we'll go here. I'm really concerned about this vibrating. It's freaking annoying. Because there's nothing going on in the game that's causing this to vibrate as far as I'm concerned. If I change locations and it's still vibrating, then I won't know what to do. Okay, it's not vibrating anymore. What's going on at Greatfish Isle that's causing it to vibrate like that? I couldn't hear anything. So, I really don't know. Okay, so where the hell's Needle Rock? Sorry, Stonewatch Island. Let me just confirm that. So, I have... This is Southern Fairy Island, isn't it? Yes. So I can sail over here, but we need to go northwest, I believe. Should be correct. Yep. Let's go head that way. Yeah, the neighbours are just phenomenally inconsiderate. And the stupid thing is the woman gets annoyed at the dog as well, so if the dog barking wasn't bad enough, you know, you got from the fucking woman as well. It's like, shut up. Seriously. Alright. So I think once I have collected all of the charts here, I will probably finish up, I would say. Because I'm hungry and I do have things that I need to do today. So, that will be done. It will be a shorter live stream overall. Let's have a look and see how long I've been streaming for. Almost 2 hours, so it won't be too bad. It will probably be my shortest Wind Waker live stream, but for a normal live stream from me, it is quite fair. So this should be it right here, Stonewatch Island. Where is the light pillar? There it is. Just in time. Well, not just in time, but just as I started to mention it, it appeared, fortunately. Let's see if I can more or less get on target with it. I think it's here. No. Okay, let's have a look. I'm way off, actually. Yeah, I could get like I could get a really, really big dog. In fact, I could hire a really, really big dog. Put him over the fence and he can kill both of the fucking things. I'll pay the fine, that's alright. I don't mind paying a fine. Just say, well look, the dog got over there on its own and it went and attacked them. I'm sorry, yeah. Alright, Triforce Child. So, next location is, I don't know what that is, so let's have a look. Oh. What is that? I do not recognize that at all. Maybe it's part of another island. Maybe it's like part of Dragon Roost or something like that. It could be part of Dragon Roost because Dragon Roost has a lot of fragmented pieces of rock surrounding it, so maybe that's part of it. I think it is. Let's give Dragon Roost Island a shot. If it's not correct, then that's alright, I'll just have to... Yeah, she has two. So you have the what I was saying was that she had the first one that has been there since I moved in here. And that dog has been extremely annoying. And then she recently got another one. There's actually 3, technically, but one of them is fine. One of them is okay. But the Originally there were two. One of them was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Still pretty terrible. But she recently got a second one. It's like, come on, lady. You've got to be having a laugh. Stupid cunt. The more I think about it, the more it bothers me. Ugh. So we'll see if that light pillar appears. No, this isn't where we want to be. I can just see. So where the hell is that? I read man to silence the dogs. I would love to do that. I've got no idea. I'm now looking at... What about Cliff Plateau Isles? Well, I don't even know what that is. It's really confusing, actually. Maybe it's Overlook Isle. I think it is. Yeah, it is. Because, okay, that makes sense, actually. I'll just maybe make it so that they can only barely breathe, so that they can not bark but still be able to live. I don't know. Pretty sure someone, I mean, the crazy thing is that these people next door, they have a bit of a, they gravitate towards animals that disturb the community. So they had this dog that used to go whack all the time. All the time, just whack, whack. I didn't mind it, it was kind of funny. But I don't think the neighbours appreciated it further down. So I'm pretty sure they tried to poison the... Actually, no. I think they tried to poison the dog, but poisoned the duck. So the duck died. So that was great. It's only a theory. They might not have poisoned anyone, but the duck got sick, the dog got sick, but the duck died. So... yeah. Oh, I could... Well, that's right. You can sue anyone for anything in America, but... I could... How it works is that I want to keep friendly neighbour relations with this person for a number of reasons. So therefore, is this even where we want to be? I didn't see a light pillar, it might have been hidden though. I don't think this is it. Why can I not find this thing? What the fuck? Do I have a thing telling me where Triforce Chart 5 is located? I do. I should just fucking look at that. Oh, look out. The reason why it's doing this, I'm telling you, my controller's losing its mind. It's actually quite bad. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, where the hell? It's not the Islet of Steel, it can't be. Oh, Cliff Plateau Isles. Where is Cliff Plateau Isle? I don't even know where the hell it is. I wish I didn't have to look at this. You know, the crazy thing is if I had spent the time just discovering all of these isles, there wouldn't have been a problem, but I chose not to do that, so I've made it difficult for myself. I can't find the fucking thing. I've found it now. No. Alrighty, so it should be the island 1 square east of the forest haven. That's where it should be. Alrighty, right. So I believe we want to... No, I'm being stupid. This is where we want to go. Now it should be that island right there, I think. Which is crazy, it doesn't look like it should be, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Well, it would be great if she could train her own goddamn dogs, I'll tell you that much. Okay, that is where we needed to go. I don't know why it's so fragmented in that image of the island, though. It does not look like it's that fragmented here. So, it's a little confusing, but anyway. No. Oh, we've gone past it. Ugh. Okay. And trying to sail to it isn't going to work because we are very much... Oh, we didn't need to anyway. I think this is a good spot. There we go. It's just quite far down. Triforce Shard. 2 more. And we do have the charts for both. So this one I can immediately recognise. It is 7-star Isles, which is very close to Dragon Roost Isle. It is 1 square north of Dragon Roost Isle. Why am I playing the Wind's Requiem to Warp? That is a question that needs to be asked, for sure. Yeah, this is not really the most enjoyable part of the game, and a lot of people don't like Wind Waker for this part of the game only. So, I don't mind it too much because I can just sail around, but it is a lot easier if you actually have all of the islands discovered, and it is recommended that you do that. The reason why I didn't do it here was because I'm just trying to play through it nice and quickly. So, that's basically how that works. So I'll probably... maybe it's alright to have the wind blowing in this direction. Maybe we'll just speed it up a little though, by having it go directly north. They should release a version of Wind Waker where you can't warp. That would be very funny. Because no one would play it. That is a thought. But I don't know if that does work, Caitlin. I'm not sure if there is such a law protecting cats. There might be. But, anyway. But this all stems back to, you know, friendly neighborhood relationships. So, once again, there is a reason for that. It's because staying in good favor with those neighbors is a good idea. I missed it. Where is it then? It must be here. Huh. very frustrating when you can hear it, but you just can't get it. There it is. God, see, it is very important to actually get the right spot. They're not too forgiving with it. ₹50. That's what I like to see. Not that I really need rupees anymore now that I think about it. Where is... oh, there they are over there. I couldn't see them in the dark. These are the 7-star Isles. And this is a place that actually has a lot of salvaging rings, but I do not need more rupees than I have right now, so we should be good. Alright, let's double check to see how close we are. Oh, we're right on it. You're not going to be able to dive after it, Link. You need to actually get your salvage arm out for that. You foolish child. You live in a slightly different world to what I live in, Caitlin, I'll tell you that much. If you shot a dog with a gun here, you would be getting in trouble, because as far as I'm concerned, unless you're like a farmer or something, the life of chickens is not equivalent to that of a dog, so anyway. So this is, I think, Two-Eyed Reef. Maybe it's not though, is it? I think it's Two-Eyed Reef. Assuming that it is, we can probably, actually we'll go to Outset Island for that. Shooting a dog because it's attacking your chickens. Well, that's a weird thing to think about. Anyway, it will be 2 squares east of Outset Island. So we will need to change the wind direction. And I believe that this will be the last Triforce Chart, is that right? Or Triforce Shard that we need to collect. Yes, it will be. So that will be good. We'll be finished with this slightly repetitive side quest. I'm sure it wasn't. I would not be surprised if there were more things getting shot. Alrighty. So we have Headstone Island, just up ahead there. It's 1 east of Headstone Island. I believe it's Headstone Island, is that correct? Yes, it is. Surprised that I remembered that. I wanted to call it Stonewatcher, but there are 2 islands that have those sorts of rocks with the faces on them. And I knew that that wasn't Headstone Island, so I thought for the other... I thought about whether or not there was another term, and that was indeed it. Headstone Island. Rural. That submarine I'm going to ignore. I suppose rural Australia would have a bit of guns going on too, maybe, but not as much as the US. I'm not even going to salvage that. I don't need the rupees. I'd rather just get to this place and get this Triforce Shard as soon as possible. That sounds like a bit of a nightmare, Caitlin. Just minding your own business as someone's like firing their gun off in your backyard. It's a bit of a problem. Or maybe it's not a problem. I'm assuming you live in the south. I can only assume that. See where the entrance point to this place is. I think it's just... oh no. It's right in the back. That's annoying. I really don't want to have to change the wind direction for this. Hopefully I'll be able to get away with not doing that. Maybe I can just cruise in and actually get to it. Ooh. There are a lot of salvage rings in here. And none of them are what we actually want to salvage, so... I'm going to ignore all of them, for reasons that I have previously made clear. That reason, well, not reasons plural, single reason. I don't actually need the rupees. Actually, 2 reasons. 1, I don't need the rupees. 2, I don't want to spend the time if I don't need the rupees, so... yeah. Depends where you are in Australia as far as the scary animals thing is concerned. Obviously, if you live in the city, there aren't too many scary animals. Alrighty. At last, you've found the last shard. Fused together, all 8 form the Triforce of Courage. Alright. See what the King of Redlines has to say for himself. Well done, Link. With the shards you have collected, the Triforce of Courage is now complete at last. We must make for Hyrule quickly. Yeah, well, no. That's it for me for today. I think I've done well. Okay. So I think that's it for this live stream. How long have we been streaming for? 2 hours and 11 minutes. It's not too bad. Well, now that I have the Triforce of Courage, all I have to do in the next video is... I think I have to go to Hyrule, but don't I need to... No, I don't return to the Forsaken Fortress, but it does give me a weird shortcut to go between Hyrule and the Forsaken Fortress for some weird reason. But anyway, so that's that. The next video should be shorter than this one. If not, it will be around the same length. And that will be the last recording for Wind Waker. After that point, I'll be doing Dragon Quest Swords, which should be pretty fun. And that should also be happening on Sunday nights in the US, Monday mornings, Australian time, etc. But anyway, I thank you for watching, Caitlin, particularly, and anyone else who might be watching the after recording, the archived version. And this is the second last recording for Wind Waker. I'll see you guys in the 6th one, probably next week. And in the meantime, I wish you all well, sit tight, and I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.